It's whatever, baby. It's whatever, baby. It's whatever, baby. It's whatever, baby.
All right, welcome. Happy after the holidays. We survived another one. So this season 2, whatever by Hektek, by yours truly, Hektek from Hektek Desires. I am joined by a guest that I've known for a couple years. Every now and again, when she see me, she want me to spank her ass a little bit or whatever. But yeah. So she's here now on this show. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell them who you are, and what you do.
Hi, I am Nisha Swallowz. I'm an adult entertainer. That'd be me.
Okay, so why didn't you say porn star or content creator?
I hate those terms.
All right.
Especially content creator, because content creation is now associated with everything, and it's just giving adult entertainment a bad rap when you go into I'm a content creator.
So I think people use it, right? Especially when they do adult, to not say that they do adult. But then be like, but I have a only, like, it's so contradictory that it's like you might as well just should have said this instead and kept it moving. I hate it too. I hate it to a T. I can't stand it. So I get you. And I don't even, like star, like I'm not on no one's like radar. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm in the cut, in my opinion.
Right. Me too.
So in my opinion, I'm in the cut. I like to say I'm an adult erotic facilitator.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So how long have you been in the industry?
Since 2012.
Oh, wow. So what got you into it?
I was graduating college and I got into an accident and I couldn't work in my profession because it's more of a physical profession. So I was like, yeah, well, what am I going to do now? Still got to pay these student loans off.
Right. Yeah.
So I put an ad on Sexy Jobs and I met Rick Nasty, Urban Amateurs, Blow Girls, Milked, all the good stuff. Yeah. And the rest is history.
Oh, Sexy Jobs.
Yes. The good old days.
It's so bullshit now. Like I'll do my subscription because booking models and all that. Mm-hmm. But man, between the unprofessionalism and the I want $10,000 and all that, it's as
a first time performer, out of pocket.
100%. And you'd be like, you want me to do what for what? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. You want me? I had someone quote me 4 figures for a blowjob scene, and I was like, I'm good. Yeah.
I don't even do that. And especially depending on who I want to work with. Like, if I really want to work with you, like, we work something out.
Right. No, 100%. So how has your journey been? We were talking a little bit about it before, we actually started recording, but how's your journey been from then to now? Like first of all, how's the transition, or how have you seen as time's gone by? What's some of the pros and what's some of the cons that you would say about that?
The pros, I think, are you can be a little bit more independent.
Okay.
That's a pro. Con is definitely, this market has become so open and saturated. It's like, what do you do? And the cloud chasing, the antics, the it's it's a little bit more cons than pros, but the independence is top dollar. I mean, just thinking about the contract girls and the contract guys, and opposed to being independent and residually making your money.
No, I definitely say that because we often get into the talks of like gatekeeping and this and that, and I'm like, I came in the industry when you couldn't just walk on set and be like, "This is what I do," right?
Right.
Like either someone had to pull you into the fold, connect you to people, and
Yep.
then even then, people still side eyed you and watched you from a side, be like, all right, well, you ain't all the way in. You might got a pinky toe in right now, but you
Right.
ain't all the way in till we say you in.
Yep.
And then it was like, okay, now everyone's more relaxed. It took me years before Rome, and me and Rome would always be around each other. It took Rome so long to remember my name. And then once he remembered it, it was like, all right, you cool now. You know what I mean? Type shit. So it
Yep.
wasn't just like, I'm here, I'm doing me, versus like you kind of said, everyone now could like pull out one of these shits and now they make content.
Phone and a ring light, and you're a porn star now. That no
Yeah.
makeup, no thought, no nothing, no pizzazz, no line, no storyline, no nothing. Just a phone and a camera, a ring light, and
No.
you too
Um
can be a porn star.
that's like a presidential slogan right there. Like, and you too. Yeah. We're joined by another guest. I know she's newer into the industry. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about yourself. Can't hear you.
Can't hear us here.
Yeah.
Go out, come back in.
All right. So, but yeah, you're 100% right. Like anyone now could be like, "Hey, I do content, blah blah blah, and pay me, and da da da,", da. And you're like, "Who are you?"
Right, 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 right. But who are you?
Listen,
Yes.
I'm like, and think about it too. When have you seen so many guys with over 20,000 followers? Like that wasn't a thing.
Is an epidemic. And I used to say, like, you are like 20,000 followers, 10,000 followers. Like, you really doing your thing. You being seen. Like, now that's like
Now
the
dudes popping
norm.
up with 150, 300, and you be like, "I slick dick 99. I know you done bought this page. Like, stop playing." But you see like legit girls rushing to work with them, and you be like, but you just put on your posting, you looking for established males. This ain't what established means. Like just because you have the
Nope.
following doesn't mean that you are established.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Your 120,000 followers does not mean you're established talent.
Yeah.
Who
Queen
have you
can
worked with? Who have you worked for? How, like, what's
nah,
what's your content looking like? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
nah, 100%. Queen, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
so go ahead and tell people who you are and what you do and all that.
So I am Queen Bunny B. Fairly new to the scene. I'm about 6 months into the porn industry. About a little over a year I've been doing content, but yeah, I made it into mainstream porn earlier this year. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Honestly, I'm still developing my library a lot. Like I still have a long way to go. Most of my stuff is boy girl interracial stuff. But I do anything from group to fetish to kink to light BDSM. So I'm excited. Over the next couple of months, I have some shoots coming up that should start displaying more of my versatility. So
That's
I'm
good.
excited about that.
No, that's dope because some people get trapped into a little bubble and they stay wherever it is that they feel comfortable or the easiest. So, what made you pick those genres that you want to be a part of?
It's okay. So I've been lifestyle for 27 years. I've done quite a bit of experimenting. I've been very open with my own sexuality for many, many years. So really, there are things that interest me.
Okay.
That I've started dabbling in. I wouldn't say that I'm an expert in any of those fields by any means,
Mhm.
but it's something that I'm definitely interested in exploring further and want to do so on camera. So,
What's something and I asked you to, Neef, what's something that you haven't done till you did it on camera and then you're like, oh, okay, I kind of like this.
okay, so I can actually answer that because up until November, I would not have been able to answer that. I had
Okay.
not done anything on camera that I had not done off camera. So up to this point, my first experiment completely into a whole new genre was trans women. Oh my
Okay.
fucking God. Oh
Yes, you
my
took it
God.
out of my mouth. You took it out of my mouth. Yes, that is literally the one.
Like what?
Okay.
Like
Same
it
for me.
blew my fucking mind. I cannot wait to get to Vegas. So yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
So
it,
what
it was something
about
I was
it?
scared to do too because I didn't know how my audience was
So
going to handle
that's
that.
yours as well?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So mine was a paid shoot. So I don't have any of the fucking footage. I'm so upset about that.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a chance to shoot outside of that during the time that we were there at the shoot house. So we're actually planning a scene to sell as content trade afterwards. But the scene was so fucking hot. It was
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
yeah.
And you like you said, you just never tried it before and then you tried it and you're like, okay.
I think I like
So
it.
yeah, it was that I just hadn't really been presented with the opportunity in a space that I was comfortable with.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't until, it was a paid shoot, I'd met her and things were cool. We had a great fucking vibe. Just it was energy was off the fucking charts during that shoot. Like, oh my God.
Okay. So, Nisha, when did you do your little thing?
Mine was what, maybe 2 years ago with Big Clit Lily.
Okay.
Yes. And she
Okay.
is such a beautiful person, just in person, period. Like the chemistry just flowed. It just happened. Like
Okay.
it was good. It was good work. It was good chemistry. She's a good person. I work with her anytime.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So, what was it about it that I so what was it about it that like really turned y'all out? I'll say that.
To be honest, when I shot with her, I was set to shoot with Naked Trumpeter. That's who I was gonna shoot with. That was the person I was gonna shoot with that day. And she was there and I was just like, well, why don't we just go ahead? Like we're
Mhm.
we're sitting here having a little cocktail, we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Like let's see what happens. And yeah, it came out absolutely great. Like I'm still making money off that scene today.
That's always a good one.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited for mine.
Yeah, there's
My
definitely a scene that I had like years ago that's still selling. I'm like, bet. And and the crazy thing is like when they sell well, but the person's like a no longer in the industry or whatever, off in the wind, you're like, damn, this sucks.
hmm
But it comes with the territory now. Go ahead, Queen. What you were saying?
I was gonna say, it's just I believe the more versatile that you are, the more you put out there, the more audiences you can attract because you're reaching out to
Absolutely.
different people.
You can also
Absolutely.
burn yourself out very quickly
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
because you're trying to do so much of like me, with dry bone. I kind of wish I didn't do as much as I have done and just focus primarily on that years before I actually launched it because it's easy. It's all the money that I spent throughout. I could have just did that and still made just as much money. You know what I mean? So sometimes, I mean, and you're still new, so it's good for you to go out there and do, but it's going to come to a point, depending on how long you're going to be in this industry, where you're like, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm gonna just do this because this is what's making me the most money.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll necessarily get to that point because it's making me
I said the
money,
same
but
thing.
it's more about enjoying what I'm doing. If I'm no longer enjoying it, I no
Yeah.
longer want to do it.
Yeah.
Right. No, I get that part too. I definitely get that part. All right, so I'm gonna just start asking my weird ass questions. These weren't even weird. These were get to know you questions, right? And I don't even know if these are gonna be weird questions for real,
Mhm.
but I just want to prepare y'all for the mental thing that goes on with me sometimes. Um, what's the most unconventional request you've ever received from a fan? I give
I
you
don't
some
know.
time to think about it.
What's unconventional these days, though? Like that's
Whatever you deem that to be. I mean, let's take regular boy girl shit out of the equation. Like just some off the wall, like, okay, never had this request before.
I get now that I've been on Ghetto Gaggers twice. I get a lot of people asking me to do that kind of stuff now.
To do
Yeah.
what?
Now that I've been on Ghetto Gaggers twice, I get people requesting that kind of throat fucking, vomiting, type of thing. Yeah, I get a lot of that now.
Okay. You know that I mean, so you probably do know because y'all like to talk a lot. But did you
Wait a minute. Wait.
All right. Because no, I had someone in y'all little group was like, "Hey, I heard you like blah blah blah," and I was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Let's do that," and I was like, "Okay." So if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I don't mind if I fuck a face till they throw up. Like that doesn't creep me out or anything like that. I just keep going. So one of the people that have asked me to do this because there's not a lot of people that will do it and be okay with it. So so I was asked to do this 2 years ago, and we fucked that room up. Luckily, it was a hotel, but we fucked that room up. We laid stuff down, so it didn't like go everywhere. But yeah, it was. I was like, let's do this on the last day. So
Right.
like,
The morning that you leave after you've got all your shit packed up and ready to go?
kinda,
Right.
yeah. We're gonna leave that till the end, and we did it, and it's a good scene. Like, yeah, it was a good scene. What about you, Queen? Like, what's something that you've been requested by a
It was
fan?
okay, so yeah, it was a fan, but he was trying to schedule a scat session. Yeah.
Okay, no judgment here. That's just not my like.
Wait,
Pun
listen.
intended.
It's a
Not my
hard no
shit.
for me.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, but everybody has their price, right? I mean,
Oh no! If you pay me and it's lucrative, I mean, sure, but it's
right.
to a point. Like I'm not playing in it or any like. Yeah, I'm not doing none of that.
But you want me to shit on you. And you're going to pay me to do this.
so,
Okay.
so for me, right, being a heterosexual male, I have to throw that out there. I couldn't see myself doing that period because of course it'd be a male most likely asking me to do some shit like that. So yeah, that'd be
I
like,
might be
nah.
surprised.
If it's a female,
It looks like we both got the memo.
Yeah, I mean, if you know what I mean, I don't know for real, because there's certain aspects of my life that I do not share in the industry. Like me jerking off, that's a me thing. I'm not doing that for fans. I've had people ask, and I'm like, nah, that's my private time, and I'm gonna keep it my private time. Doesn't matter how much money you ask me, that's my private time. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to be relaxed. I want to go in there, bomb, I'm good, roll over, go to sleep. I don't want to worry about no goddamn cameras, lighting, and all that, and right angles, and I'm good. I'm going to just go ahead and rub one out real quick, roll over, and go to sleep, and I'm good. So that's my private time. Do y'all have anything that y'all is like, besides scat, do y'all have anything that's another like hard no? Like, no, I'm not doing this. This is me. This is my thing, or whatever. It don't even have to be the extreme. It could just be something that you feel like this is a bit of yourself that you want to keep from the industry.
This is gonna sound weird, but mine is anal.
Wait, what?
Yeah, anal. I don't.
That's your.
I know it's
That's
so
your time.
weird, right? That's okay. I told you I was weird. I was weirdo too. Like that's
Yeah.
I know it's crazy because that's how I've been. I feel like anal is something that I haven't done it in many years, and I'm tempted to start doing the anal training so that I can do the anal videos and shit because it does pay more. And I'm not necessarily opposed to that, but I want to go down that road with a partner.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. Like every time people think we're in this industry, they just think we're 100 miles per hour with every and anything, and it's like, nah, there's certain
And we're
things we're
always
like, cool.
always ready to just bend over and go.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Well, let's be fair. There's a lot of people in the industry that think like that as well. It's not just fans
Definitely.
and just not, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because I've had women be like, well, don't you see me? Your dick should be hard. And I'm like, no. That's not how this works.
Right. I say the same thing. I'm the same way. But I'm a woman, so it's a little different, you know.
Yeah, y'all could just put some little lube in there, boom, boom, boom. And then go about your business. For me, I gotta be like, hey, my guy, hey, we have to be ready.
Let's have talk here.
We have to perform today.
We have to perform. We might not even have to bust, so don't have that much pressure on you. But you gotta stand up, all right? You gotta salute a little bit, even a little. We can wiggle it in. You just, you gotta do it. But yeah, for y'all women, y'all just. That's why sometimes, and I know I don't want to get into the whole gender wars and who works more in porn than the other, but that's why sometimes, like, when some people are like, well, I'm more, like, it's this whole I'm more important than the whole machine type of deal, right? And it's like, yeah, y'all could go and make solos, but males could go and make solos as well. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like it should be a symbiotic relationship. Like we all need each other to do this job, unless we're strictly solo artists. You know, nowadays a lot of people just don't think like that. They just be like me, mine, I, and leave it like that. So, whew. Speaking of, I didn't even prepare for this question. I didn't know how the topic was going to go, but this is the next question. How do you physically and mentally prepare before a shoot?
Oh wow. I definitely need like a good couple of days without having like outside sex. You know what I'm saying? I need to save a little bit of that. And I need to do
Sound like a guy.
cleanse. I need to do a good body cleanse, you know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's right, pH is right, everything's good.
Yeah. Queen?
Yeah, regular Degler.
Regular Degler. Queen?
Really, I don't do a whole lot of preparation for a scene outside of kind of what I do, I guess, is go through their work and take a look
Okay.
at what they do and try to, um, I guess, get an alignment with their style.
Okay.
So that way things flow easier once we're on set. But like I'll reach out and sometimes ask like what their no's are or things like that if I know who I'm shooting with, kind of strike up some sort of conversation so then when we walk in we're not complete strangers. Physically, I've learned that stretching is extremely fucking important.
Yes, indeed.
And make sure I'm
Indeed.
hydrated.
Yes.
So, and I don't eat at least 2 hours before a shoot.
Yep.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's
So,
smart. For me, when I first like year 1, year 2, I had a regimen. Like, okay, I'm a put some shit out there. So I'm known kind of, to give massive, cum shots. But on this regiment, I would damn near drown someone. And with the regiment, what it was I ate nothing but greens, like green vegetables, fruits, stuff of that nature. Anything green, I'll put it in a blender, days out, and that's all that for the most part that I'm eating, right? And then I would abstain from masturbation or outside sex. If I'm really, really being good, like a week out. If I'm slacking, then like at least 3 days out, right? That's how I just know my body. 3 days, I'm gonna have a nice, good pop shot. I'm in there. A week on that regiment, I'm talking about covered, right? like it's shooting across the room type shit. And then yeah, of course, especially for us males, lots and lots of fucking water, like a lot of water.
Girls too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. All right, so I'm gonna put this out here, right? Don't call yourself a fucking squirter if you don't drink water.
I second that. I second that because
I drink a lot of coffee. So I don't drink a lot of water, but I do know going into shoots several days before I start hydrating, and then I'll get on a regimen of being on water because I know what that's going to take.
You don't like water? So delicious.
I drink it, so I don't drink or eat a whole lot. I forget to even drink. So
Okay.
yeah, I sip on the same cup of coffee. Like I've been drinking the same cup of coffee all day. It's just now at the very, very bottom of it. So
okay. No judgment.
We listen, we don't judge.
Yeah, facts. But don't come over here talking about I'm gonna drown you in this pussy juice. I'm gonna be like, no, thank you. Cause I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be around you. I'm like, she has not drank an ounce of water since we've been here. I'm good. I'm good.
Between the two of us, we go through like 6 32-ounce, 32 bottles of water by the case here. We go through at least 6 of those a month. Like at the very least. Like
I wish y'all could see around the corner here. I got the 5-gallon jugs. With
I want that. That's my next purchase.
And you see them back there. Mm-hmm. If you look at 4 of them joints are already ran through. Like I don't play no games. And it's just me. Yeah. I don't play no games. But
this is actually water.
Okay.
If it's not coffee, it's water or juice. So
you listen and we don't judge, okay?
Not at all. Because I love coffee too. I'm a big coffee head.
I drink coffee in the morning.
I love coffee. I have to have my 2 cups in the morning, but the rest of the day I gotta flush that out.
So I had someone, and I didn't know this was a thing, right? And the video's up, y'all can go see it. I worked with someone and we did a golden shower scene. And she's like, you drink coffee? I was like, how did you know? She's like, because I could taste it. I was like, that's a thing? I was like, I had no idea.
Yes, taste and smell. Absolutely.
I had no idea. So now I'm like, I was like, but was it bad? She's like, no, it wasn't bad. I could just tell you drink coffee. I'm like, okay, okay, because I don't want to get complex. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to make sure. You know, I want to make it
You
pleasant.
don't want to be drowning people in Cafe Bustelo. You don't want
Right. Mocha creme. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be, you know, I want it to be some good shit. You know, hey, whatever. So she'd be like, no. You had Starbucks this morning. You know, some shit.
Why didn't you bring me one?
All right. So, okay. I will ask Nisha more than I will ask you, Queen, because you only been in for a little bit, but you can answer this afterwards, okay? I just know she's gonna have more on this topic than you would. What's the biggest misconception people have about the adult industry?
That is easy.
I didn't know that was your answer. It was so quick. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
That is easy. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's so funny. I took my sister on one of the shoe houses that we did maybe a year and a half ago, the last one we did. And she was like, no wonder you got to sleep for 2 days when you come home. I'm like, yeah. It is not the 15, 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, man, listen. This is it's a lot. I mean, if you want it to look good, if you want quality, you know what I'm saying? If you want it to be a production, it's not easy.
Or you could just be like them other people and be like, hey, what we shooting? Gonzo.
I'm probably gonna walk away from you. Probably gonna walk away from you.
Listen, I've turned my camera off. I'm not shooting this. Y'all can shoot this on your phone.
Right. Now, don't get me wrong. I have I have hoarded a couple of those scenes. You know what I'm saying? They're in the vault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But for for production, no, it takes a lot. You know, I mean, from making sure everybody eats well to making sure everybody gets their content. You know what I'm saying? Like schedule, especially the last house we had. I think it was like 22 people in there. So it was great. It was Lyric Sky, Porter Rock, Don Sudan, Jim the Jules. Like it was a time.
Okay.
It was a time had. So definitely scheduling the whole kit and caboodle, and then making sure that you don't break anything in the house. All from all the little details to the big details. It's like
right. Moving the furniture back, the whole nine. Yeah. Nah, I get that. Queen?
I tend to end up on laundry and cooking.
Oh, for real? So
that's
for
me, I'm usually on breakfast duty. Yep.
So for me, because I'm a workhorse, so like if depending on if y'all ever see me at any, which y'all probably won't, because I'm just not doing them shits like that no more. But at content houses, from time go till we end, I'm constantly shooting. Like I don't care. Like if you're sitting down and someone else sitting down, hey, y'all wanna do a scene real quick, and I'm pulling and we knocking them out, right?
Yep.
So the last day is normally my relaxed day or the end of the night. The end of the night, and everyone kind of knows that I kind of have this rule. If I crack open the bottle, I'm done for the night.
Right.
And I'm not even drinking heavy or any of that thing. But if I crack open the bottle, I'm good for the rest of the night. Like don't ask me for nothing. Because you had me from this time to this time and you squandered it. Right?
Yep.
But man, me by myself could shoot 20 to 30 scenes. And if you ever see me, if I'm doing camera work, my rig is not small. So by the time it's day 3, my whole back feels like I've just been bench pressing the whole week. It's just so tight in my arms. By day 3, I'm good. I'm gonna go relax in some pool or a jacuzzi or some shit, and I'm a wind down.
Yeah.
Go find me in the hot tub.
We try to have a house with a jacuzzi, and we always try to do maybe 4 to 5 days, but the last day we try to do a beach trip, or if there's a fair or something, something fun for all of us to do as a collective, and more memories
Kind
and
of
pictures and all that.
decompress.
I think for I have another business out there, SBU, Scumbag University, and I think when we did our content house, like the last day, me and a couple people, we went to go eat. We went to go eat breakfast is what we did. Like, it was the last day we went to go eat breakfast, but they were having like this like market, like fresh market thing, and we just ended up like just hanging out for a couple hours doing that, and then we went to eat, and then we went our separate ways. So even that was like a much needed thing. Like, I bought some hot sauce and some other shit, so it was like relaxing.
Yeah.
All right, I don't care who answers this next one first, but have you ever had a particularly embarrassing moment on set? However you want to answer this, incriminate yourself, don't incriminate yourself, I don't even care. You could say so and so or this other thing or whatever. Whatever you want to have at this, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I was doing a girl scene, and I love her. She's a beautiful person, but when I went down there, it wasn't right.
It was tardy.
It was a little fishy, and yeah, we had to kind of like redirect the scene a little bit and make it go another way. And then after, of course, I'm the auntie of the crew, so I'm come here, baby.
Yeah.
Here.
Here's a douche. Yeah. Right. Go freshen up.
I got you, baby. I got you.
So
I never speak her name when I speak when I
I don't even care about the name. But
right.
When you said a different direction, is that when you like, hey, instead of doing this, let's do a strap-on scene instead, type shit?
That's exactly how that went.
I've been in the industry long enough. I already know. I already know.
Yeah. And it still came out to be a great scene.
Yeah.
Came out to be a great scene.
Yeah.
Editing was great, but yeah. Yeah.
Especially if it's like not day one. I don't know. Okay. Queen, answer this and I'll answer mine because I have one. It's not even really embarrassing. It's just me being on some fuck shit. But go ahead.
I can't really think of something that was like necessarily on set, but the most embarrassing thing that happened to me in a shoot house.
Okay.
I tried a normal dose of shrooms for the first time.
Oh, I have a story about that too.
So yeah, I really wasn't thinking about it much because we were like all hanging out and shit, and I still had something I still had to go to the store and run and go grab because I was hosting game night at the shoot house that night.
Yeah.
So we're all standing around just talking and shit, and I'm standing there just holding it and not even thinking about it. Somebody else starts talking, so I just popped the bitch in my mouth, right? Not even thinking I still got to go to the store. 2 lights from the fucking store, this bitch kicked in. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die. So I finally, I made it back to the house, got to the store, got what I needed, got back to the fucking house. I was so stressed the fuck out, high anxiety. I passed out standing in front of the fridge.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Passed the fuck out. Yeah, like they had to help me upstairs to lay down, and yeah, it was. Oh my God.
All right, so I'll give y'all 2 stories. Luckily, it was at the same shoot house too. So the first one is, most people that know me know I don't smoke. Like, I'll drink, but everything else y'all can have. Well, this particular time was around my birthday, right? So it's my birthday celebration. So someone's like, yo, we know you don't smoke, but it's your birthday. So what's up? So I was like, all right, okay, cool. So I take a couple hits. I'm chilling. And for the next 30 minutes to an hour, I don't know if they set this shit up. I don't know if it was telepathy between everybody else, but they legit tried to make me seem like I was going fucking crazy. Like they would say some shit, and I'd be like, yo, who said that? And people be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, so y'all act like y'all don't hear nothing else is going on around here? And they're like, no. They like, you good? And I'm like, so you telling me that music, like y'all don't hear no music? Like for the next 30 minutes to an hour, they made me feel, and then someone couldn't hold it anymore. And they're like, yo, we just fucking with you. I'm like, yo, y'all some dickheads, for real.
My nigga, the way I would have been crying tears in the corner. Like,
they made me feel like I was insane.
Oh man, I grew up with a house full of kids, so I've done stuff like that. I'm definitely a prankster. So
me too, but not when it's on me. Like I like to prank other people. Like fuck. All right,
nah, I've
so
had some good pranks on me too. I ain't gonna lie.
So second thing happened, and it's not even really embarrassing. It's kind of a dickhead. Well, it wasn't even dickheadish, right? So me and Samaj is there, and we trying to get this girl to shoot, right? And she blows us off, and we're like, all right, cool, because we were going to do like a little threesome. So we go about our business, and for the next hours, she keeps asking us when we're going to shoot. And we were like, well, we thought you were good, so we went about our business, right? She threw a big fit, so I'm pissed now. So I'm like, fuck it, let's get this shoot done, right? So
Right.
You don't have anything to say. We could knock this shoot out, blah, blah, blah. So Samaj was like, all right. So he was like, Tech, so what's going to happen is I'll start off with her, and then I'll wave you in, and then you get in, and then we just knock out the threesome. So I'm like, I bet. So as they're filming, I'm watching, and I'm getting pissed off because I'm like, we could have filmed this shit hours ago, right? And because she threw a hissy fit, now we have to stop whatever it is that we were doing to film this shit. So he waves me in. I start getting a blowjob from the chick. Then then I go, and it was an anal scene. Then I was like, I fucked her ass. And then I disappeared, right? So Samaj is still going. So Samaj was like, no, the girl was like, yo, where's Tech? Someone else walks by. He in the shower getting ready for his next shoot.
Samaj is hilarious.
Yo, I was in the scene. I did what you need me to do. Now I'm out and I'm doing something else. Like I was so mad. Like I was like, but it was so funny. She's like, where did he go? And they're like, he's in the shower. Like he's good. You know what I mean? Type shit. So yeah, that was my little, not really embarrassing because do I have any embarrassing? I don't really have too many embarrassing stories of myself, but I've seen some shit. All right. How do you handle criticism and negative feedbacks from viewers?
It would depend on what it is.
It depends.
Whatever you deem to this question, let it fly.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm my biggest critic. So if I look at something and I be like, I know I shouldn't have put that shit out. That shit was trash.
I got that. I feel
And
that.
the fan be like, yo, I be like, my nigga, I feel you. Like,
Yeah.
But the trolling and meanness, like that's something a little bit different. Like I ignore and block those, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, criticism, corrective criticism, I could definitely take that for sure.
Okay.
I just really don't deal with it because you're one of how many followers? that's your opinion and you're welcome to it. And if you want to look the other way, you can look the other way. But if you want to follow me, you're still welcome to. One
And
more
they usually
follower.
do. They
Yeah,
usually still
yeah,
follow
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. They stay
I mean,
around.
it doesn't bother me because I understand not everybody is for everybody. Not everything that I do is for everybody else either.
I
So if you don't agree with it, you're welcome to your opinion, but I really don't give a fuck. I'm going to carry on.
I remember I had a troll. I don't even know if it's because fan is used so loosely, right? So it was a trailer of mine or something, or a trailer of someone, but I was in it. And he was like, hey, why don't you take your socks off? And so my response to him was, are you paying me to take my socks off? He was like, no. I was like, shut the fuck up.
What? That should have been followed by what's your Cash App or what's your Zelle? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your form of payment? Like, what do you
Right.
need?
Then shut the fuck up. If I want to wear socks, I'm gonna wear goddamn socks. Sorry, this ruins your whole ambience and we fucking. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I don't give a fuck if someone's wearing socks.
You'd be surprised. You'd be
Uh,
surprised
A
at
lot of men wear socks.
people's hang-ups about, oh, man.
yeah, because and so for those that don't know why we wear socks, a lot of times, A, our feet gets fucking cold. Two, we need grip.
A lot of those floors be hardwood and linoleum and all that. Yeah.
We be sliding all over the goddamn place.
Right. Hmm?
All right.
Yeah.
Here's another hard one. Pause. I don't know if I even have to pause. How do you maintain the boundaries between your professional and personal life?
That was the lesson learned the hard way for me because
Okay.
I ended up with somebody for the first person I did a scene with. I ended up with him for 12 years.
Hey,
that wasn't good. That wasn't good.
Wow.
I didn't do that.
She said he one scene and he didn't leave.
Literally, we met and didn't separate for like 2 years. That was the first time we I went to my mom's house or some shit like that.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
But
had
it
a
didn't do
similar
good for my
experience.
career, though. It didn't do good for my career. I'll say that. That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best idea. Mind you, he, was an adult entertainer too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it just wasn't a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Lesson learned.
Queen,
Yeah.
you seem like you.
I've learned some very hard lessons over this past year, and I know walking into 2025, things are going to be very fucking different.
Okay.
Either you can show me or you can get the fuck off because words don't mean shit to me anymore.
I feel that.
Problem.
I feel that.
You meant that.
Yeah. So for me, I could say that the whole, oh, you're my friend, I'm good on all that. Right? Because most of the people in this industry ain't truly your friend. They just, whatever they see that you have the potential to give them, that's why they fuck with you. Right? So that's one. And two, luckily, a lot of my personal stuff has never been broadcasted. So most people don't even know who I messed with or didn't mess with or none of that. But that's another thing. I'm good. What? You do what? You in the industry? I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. I have multiple rings, so business stays on the business side. I mean, we can chit chat, we can, build a friendship, whatever, that's cool, but you're not in my shit, I'm not in your shit. Don't ask me for free fucking video calls. No, because, bruh, I'm good. Honestly, I've recently come out as I am single. I've been single for 2 years, and now all of a sudden I have multiple other adult performers in my DMs talking about
Let's be
I'm addicted.
content partners.
Yeah, can you be my content girlfriend?
Oh, they
Run.
just
They
flat out right said
homosexuals.
it.
Run. They are homosexuals.
Right, right, right.
I'm not looking for a relationship in 2025. I'm not even looking for friendships in 2025. If you're not already in my life, you're a business acquaintance and that's it. Period. I
I feel
don't have
that.
time for bullshit and drama. Stay the fuck over there. We
I
shoot,
feel that.
we go home.
Facts. Facts. No, I feel that for real. Yeah. I'm not anti content partner, right? I'm not. I understand I understand the appeal for it, right? However, I've dated a lot of people in the industry, and I don't want to shoot content with you all the goddamn time. I just don't. Because then it's gonna always seem like work to me, and we supposed to be on a different level, right? Um, and the content partner shit, for real, how can I say, is low key predatorial. And what I mean by that is these dudes will get with a female, right? Oh, we content partners, and then be like, hey, babe, let's shoot with this chick. Knowing that a year or however long ago, he tried to get at that chick to shoot content and she went and fuck with him. But now that she might low key fuck with you, now he gets to work in between. There's a lot of that going on, and I don't even give a fuck because like 2025, I'm moving a whole different plane. So I'm speaking my truth at this point. A lot of these husbands are doing that shit. A lot of these suitcase pimps are doing this shit. There's also a lot of these females doing this shit.
Very true.
So a lot of times they're just using you because it's easier for them to get these females or other people to work with them because they fuck with you and didn't really fuck with them. And there's stories coming out, or they should be coming out, or they will be coming out, of how they didn't even want to fuck this husband, but because they didn't want to piss this girl off because they really fuck with her, they went ahead and sucked his dick on camera or off camera or whatever the fuck. And that's just the honest goddamn truth about the shit. And I'm so goddamn tired of everyone tiptoeing around it and not calling a spade a goddamn spade when we all see this is predatorial shit. Like, y'all husbands go and sit the fuck down somewhere, go back in the goddamn corner like y'all used to be, let this girl work, make this money, and then y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want to do somewhere else.
I agree. I agree.
And,
it creates so much foolishness.
And I already know most of y'all are bitch made, so y'all ain't even gonna come and check me anyways when you see me in public. So I don't even give a fuck.
Well.
So on to the next thing. What's the strangest and most unusual prop you've ever used in a scene? Uh-oh. Y'all must have been using a lot of different stuff.
I actually don't use a lot of props. That's why I'm thinking, what the hell have I used?
Okay. Okay.
Not in scenes anyway.
Well, now I'm curious. What have you used outside of scenes then? Oh, she gonna show me.
Don't mind the mess.
Oh, okay. I fucks with it. Okay. I have contraptions and shit like over there. But yeah, I fucks with it.
So, but like I said, I haven't had an opportunity to display any of that yet on film. So,
we're pretty close.
So, understood. Understood.
Nisha?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've had anything unusual. I mean, it's the normal.
So you never had a cucumber in the pussy?
At least not on camera. I'm just kidding.
Well, okay. So, well, I had a dildo that looked like a plunger, like the plungers you plunge your tub with. So I
Okay.
think that's the most unusual I could think of.
I'll let that slide. I figured someone was going to use something. I thought y'all were going to say some kind of weird shaped dildos or some shit. I mean, you kind of went that way, but yeah. But so the reason I say cucumbers, listen, don't let me be doing some food play scenes. I'm quick to go pick up a zucchini and cucumber. Fuck around.
I'm not opposed to that though. Like,
Oh, I know.
I'm sitting here going, yeah, food porn is something I'm
not opposed to that.
exploring.
So, okay, we'll circle. Well, no, we'll stay right here for a second. So, I feel porn is boring. Like,
Mhm.
I want to do other shit. Like, I want to tie people down to my chair and edge them. And, like, I want to do shit that's just different that everyone's not doing. You know what I
Right,
mean?
that part.
Like, everyone can suck and
You do
fuck.
know we're close, right?
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, like I'm just so tired of even scrolling on Twitter. I'm like, boring, boring, boring. Like, fucking boring.
You know, something that I've actually had requests from some of my fans. They said there's not enough sensuality, like kissing and the intimate type of stuff that doesn't even necessarily have to have sex
Sex.
as part of
Hmm.
it.
So when I do my BDS sessions, because I'm not a masochist and I'm not a sadist. Like I'm not trying to. I mean, I can get to that point, right? Like I can leave marks, but I lean more to the sensual part. The nipple plays. There was a scene that me and Marley did, and I wailed up on her, right? And she said a word, and then like I was like, okay, cool, you can relax. And then I came around and kissed her so she could relax and come back down. But I filmed it, of course. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're 100% right. There isn't a lot of passion or sensuality or any of that things in porn anymore. It's like let's be. It's one or two things. Let's be the roughest we could be, or the grossest we could be.
Yep.
And that's only because, like, for the most part, it's they want it for clickbaity shit. They want it for clout. They want it to go viral. Like, I listen. If I work with anyone and they say the word viral, get the fuck away from me. Like, I don't care about viral. Like, viral doesn't pay not one bill.
That is a fact. That is a Snapple fact.
Like, that's yeah, get away from me. Like, I'm good on you. Um, okay. Here's a very interesting one. Have you ever had to deal with a difficult or unprofessional co-star? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, let's buckle in real quick. All right. Who wants to go first?
Go
Oh,
for it, Nisha.
oh, it went on you first. Go ahead. Nuh-uh, Queen. You ain't gonna run from this one. I'm ready. You can leave all names out. I can figure it out by times and dates anyway. So, but yeah.
Well, it wasn't so much during the scene, but we had recorded part of it and we were going to record the other part the following day.
Mhm.
In between that time, that night at the shoot house, he proceeded to imbibe way beyond his limits,
Mm.
and got a little bit crazy and got into an argument with me about not putting on shorts while he's outside and the neighbors were outside with their kids and had the light on in the patio and arguing with me about not peeing in the pool and Got
Wait,
mad because I was
what?
yeah. It was a whole ass thing. And then he refused to give me the content after he stormed out at 2 a.m. drunk as shit. So it took multiple people getting a hold of him post his departing the scene for me to actually get my content.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Well, fuck him.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
have several
yeah.
stories exactly like that. That's literally like we made that a rule now, that we do content houses, you know what I'm saying? That listen, save all of that for after shooting, save all of that for the last day, please, because a lot of the content cannot be used if you are sloshed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
can't. What are we even gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? You look
Yeah.
dead in the fucking like. We can't.
Right. And
Like
that's also too much weed smoking because your eyes be closed, shut.
closed.
Yeah,
Right? You look like you sleep or it. Like, listen,
yeah,
nah.
yeah, yeah.
No, that's definitely a rule.
So
Cause
remember, we'll go back. That's why I said when I crack open, I'm done for the night. That's my thing. Like when I'm done shooting, at the end of the night, I'll pour me a glass or two, relax, decompress. Because too, what people don't realize, I say, what people don't realize is you're dealing with a lot of different personalities, a lot of different vibes, a lot of different demons. Like you're dealing with a
mm-hmm.
lot. So that's one way for me to go out and just decompress. Sometimes I even have a cigar, and I don't even really smoke like that, but it's just something to decompress and bring myself down and relax a little bit and enjoy whatever's going on. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some people. I was at a content house. This is probably why I don't do them shits too much anymore, right? So I bring me a big bottle. I'll bring me a handle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So dude's drinking. Dude's like, yo, giving out shots. He's like, yo, Tech, you want a shot? And I'm like, and I look, he's pouring me my shit.
Oh.
How you gonna ask me for a shot if I want a shot of my shit?
Yeah.
So now I just keep it in the room with me or whatever. Like, cause you think people have manners. You think they grew up a certain way, and you realize a lot of people don't have home training.
That part.
Yeah, cause ask me for my shit, my guy. Like the fuck?
You
You
never
knew
know till you're in
you
a shoot
knew.
house with people how they really are.
Yeah, you knew you didn't buy this. You knew you didn't bring this in here. But you just willy nilly just okay, cool.
Yeah, they want your expensive shit. They don't want to break open that motherfucking Tito's.
Which I love Tito's. We could Tito down.
Listen, Tito's works. It does what it's supposed to do.
100%. But if I bring in some Louis or some shit like that,
right.
I'm cracking skulls. You just passing my shit out willy nilly. That's 200 a shot. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me get off my high horse. That's probably why I just don't do shoot houses anymore. For real. There's a couple people that can ask me. Marley knows she's one of them. But too far in between. I try not to do them shits anymore.
I love them.
No, you should. You're year one.
Mm-hmm.
Year one, year two, maybe three.
Yeah.
Hella fun. Mm-hmm. And you could get a bulk of your content at one time and chill the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start looking at the algorithms for your business brand and your model, and 10 other people got the same goddamn scenes, and you see what people are selling the scenes for compared to what you're selling it for, it'll make you change some things. Trust and believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have no doubt. I'll evolve.
No, 100%.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
absolutely.
that's why we're saying like you're good. Like the things you're doing, we both have done. Listen, if someone said, "Tech, hey, shoot house," I was there. If I'm in, because I'm not, I don't go places I'm not invited. So someone had to invite me, right? If you didn't invite me, I ain't going. I ain't just popping up. I did it. I organized content houses. I've been in content houses. I worked at. I've done it all. I'm just to the point now where I'm good.
It actually took me taking some time off to like realize, like, damn, I don't have to do that. Because listen, I sat down to realize one day, it was like 2022. I was like, yo, I ain't been in my house a whole 3 months. A what? Like, what is going on? Absolutely not. So
Facts.
yeah.
Facts. You going here, you going there, you going here, you going there, then you be like, shit. And then let's be honest. It's not even like sometimes a lot of the content that come out of content houses are fire.
That part. A lot of it gets scrapped down, broken down, clipped down.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not usable. I have 10 scenes of the same female. I can't keep putting this shit out. I have to break it up because fans are going to be like, her again? Different dick, but her again.
That note under your joint, like, again?
Right. So, all right. So, how do you...
I made myself a rule of 3 because of that.
You sound like me. People will tell you, I used to tell someone, y'all got 2 shoots with me. However you use it, once I shoot with you the second time, never shoot with you again.
Yep. After 3, we're good.
There's no need. Unless it's like, it'd have to be so... One has to be fetish based. The other one has to be hardcore. The other one has to be something event. Like, it has to be different. Or else it just won't work for me. How do y'all prioritize physical and mental health in the industry?
I learned the hard way that gotta come first. Because when you're on the road for like 2.5 years straight and you're not paying attention to your body and you're tired and you're mentally tired, you're spiritually tired, you're because you're dealing with so many personalities, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to make everything right. Everything's got to be good, perfect. The shoot has to be worth the money you're spending. But listen.
And sometimes that money be fucking your mental up too. You be like, I spend how much?
Right.
On testing alone. What? A comma?
Right. And at this point, I was just like I would just pay for the next test because I don't know what city I'm gonna be in, but
I'm gonna be there. Right.
I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna get y'all this and get it out the way. So yeah, when you start looking, flights, hotels, cameras, lighting, shit breaks, shit gets lost.
Listen, one year I remember it was like my first year in, and I shit you not, we weren't even past April yet. And I was like 5 figures in. And I was like, what? How?
You look at the calendar, you ain't even know you've been gone that long.
How?
Wait a minute.
Right.
You mean I spent $10,000 in 6 months? Excuse me? Like what?
Easily.
What?
Easily.
So I drive everywhere.
Listen, that should add up to that gas, girl.
That gas, that maintenance.
Yeah.
Right. And it does, but it also gives me space for my mental health. My physical health isn't great, but being able to mentally prepare on my way to shoots or 2 events, 2 trade shows, And then also be able to give myself the time to mentally decompress on the way
Wait a
back.
minute. You're about to go somewhere soon, right?
LA. Well, it's up in the air right now as to whether I'll make it to LA for XBiz, but I'll be going up to Sacramento. I want to go
And
see
you're
my stuff.
driving?
Yeah, and then
You're
I'll be
a
heading
bad one. Yeah,
and then to Vegas for AVN. Yeah.
What?
Well,
Listen,
I drove from Sacramento out here to when I moved here, and I've driven to Tampa, to Atlanta, to Miami, to New Jersey.
so I drove from Tampa to here. Never again. Movers, how much I want? Bet. Never again.
Yeah.
You're a real one, cause not I. Not I. Mm-mm. No. All right, so I get that. So, for me, for my mental health, what I used to do is I used to call it centering myself. So after a trade show, convention, or something, I kind of go off the grid for a couple days. Like I'll start sending people their shit, and then I just kind of duck off for a little second or two. Um, Definitely get the fuck off social media, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like people that need to reach me, they know how to reach me. But I haven't really had a need to do any much of that for real, because I really haven't gone to any conventions this year. I think the last one I went to was XBiz, Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, no, we ain't
Yeah,
go to
Miami
none.
XBiz. Yeah.
We ain't go to none in 2024. Well, that's because we were moving. So
Same. Like you know what I mean. I moved as well, and the one that I normally go to, normally what I go to is AVN, XBiz Miami, and FetCon. And in the time for me to move, and then FetCon was around the corner, it made no sense for me to fly back to Tampa when I just left that bitch to move out here. So I was like, I'll catch y'all next year. And now for 2025, we'll see.
Right, the thrill is gone. I swear. Like I can't. You know what? I want to go because I've made friends in this industry, and I just haven't seen them in a long time. That's literally like
it.
So for me, I'm going to Vegas, but it's not about the AVNs. I'm not attending the expo, at least at this point, unless I get approved as somebody to sign at their booth. Then I won't be going into the expo. Unless I get the RSVP ticket for the award show, I won't be going to that. I'm going because I have some major fucking shoots on the books because everybody's going to be in one spot at one time. So I'm taking advantage of that.
No, that's what I did. Well, this year. Well, yeah, this year about to be next year. But that's what I did. I did nothing but shoots. I technically went to the convention. Like I went to drop people off, or I went to the white party. That was it. The rest of the time, I was shooting.
And I'm going to an exciting after party. So yeah.
Yeah, they ruined
rub
my
elbows with some big names.
They ruined my AVN after party. That party was lit too, and so many people complained about it. Ugh. Wimps. It was a lit party. That's okay. I'll tell you the party. So, first of all, I was a +1-1, right? I wasn't even supposed to be at the after party. This was like some exclusive squirrel shit, right? So I ended up getting in, and so as I walk in, like my homie Will's there, and then Sarah J's there, and Sarah's like, "Hey, you want to see someone get fisted?" I was like, "Do I?" And she's like, and she points. So over the crowd, fisted. Girls get fisted. I was like, I've made it. I've made it. Because all the other porn parties I went to, I was like, this shit's lame. Like, this shit is lame. So
I'm not
I was
gonna
like,
lie, them West Coast parties be lit. I'm
listen,
not gonna hold you.
Listen. So I went, got a chair, I'm watching. Then I had a little shorty that, me and her been talking, on Twitter. She came and sat by, and me and her was vibing. Woo. Next thing you know, I got her foundation all over my face, And I was like, yeah, I like this shit. Fucking people were fucking, people were doing all kind of shit. I was like, this is lit. Next fucking day, someone was like, no one consented to watching people have sexual acts in front of them. And I was like, you could have left.
That part.
You could have leave at any time.
Right. No one's being held hostage.
First of all, it was a private party in the penthouse at the Palms. It was lit.
It was a DTF party. If you don't want to be there, leave. It's not for you. That's fine.
Listen to me. That was probably the best party I've been to the whole entire time I've been in this industry. That shit, I mean, I saw shit I didn't want to see, right? Like, I get it. I could close my eyes and walk away. But the shit was lit. If this was in the dictionary as porn party, this was it. This was it. So yeah. What's the biggest surprise that you've encountered since joining the industry? Queen, I'll let you go first because I've been letting you slide.
The biggest surprise, honestly, how small the community really is, how tight the circles really are. Because, well, you had asked earlier a misconception, and I actually didn't answer that once, but this ties into it. Is a misconception about the porn industry is that people think that porn stars have sex with everyone all the fucking time. And that is not, now don't get me wrong, there are some in the industry who are all about sex. They're here because they want to fuck. They're not here because they love the craft. They're not here because they want to be better at what they do. Mm-hmm. But I guess that would be the biggest surprise is how hard it really is to get into those circles that help you to grow and learning who to network with and honestly being able to prove yourself to get into those circles.
Okay. Nisha?
I think I've had a couple of surprises. One is a more long-term surprise, and that was some of the people that I met in the industry. I didn't think that I would have as many long-term friends that I actually like really interact with often, you know, in real life. I didn't think that would happen. And when people start recognizing you, you don't know how known you are until you know you're known. That was like, that's still a humbling and surprising experience for me. Like, I mean, like, little me, like
yeah, right.
Like little me for real. Like I'm just a little girl from the Bronx. I don't be bothering nobody. Like
I felt that.
Yeah.
So I think those are the two biggest pleasant surprises.
All right, so here's me on my bullshit again. One of the biggest surprises I have is how many motherfuckers are broke.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
These 2, 3, 4, 500,000 people, 1,000 followers these people have, broke. No car, no place to stay, couch surfing like a motherfucker.
Living off of other people.
Living off of other people, no money at the conventions, don't know how they gonna buy their food, don't know how they gonna, where they gonna sleep at. Broke.
I just got rid of one.
Listen. I run into that every time I post I'm going to a convention. My fucking emails and DMs be going insane.
Hey, you got an extra room? Hey, you got someone? Hey, can I stay? Hey, dude, where are you at?
He was supposed to stay for 3 days, 8 months.
Oh, hell no.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. It took me blowing my fucking shit to get him the fuck out.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I've had some homosexuals around me, and it was kind of being a joke, right? Because they knew if I was around, It was nothing for my friends, my group of people to know. Every convention, I got a convention booth. It is what it is, right? So we cool for the weekend. Then I'm gone and you go about your business. But listen, and I'm not even talking about the dudes. That's the craziest part. I'm not even talking about the guys. I'm talking about these females. Broke as fuck. One of the biggest shocker and surprise of my. I'm talking about big names. Big names. Broke.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's that. There's that. Shit. Okay. This is going to be a triggering one. How do you navigate the complexities of consent and safe sex on set?
Again, well, for me, it no drugs, no alcohol, testing, all the good stuff, showers, hygiene.
No. Go back to the showers. Go back to the showers again.
Right. Don't do 2-3 shoots and then come on. I'm gonna need you to.
Yeah. Listen, I'll bring me. I use Old Spice, right? I've been using that shit since I was 13, right? So I'm sorry, this is not a brand ambassador type shit, or I'm not advertising for it. But y'all know how big them shits are, them bottles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I plan on using all of that on a 3-day shoot.
Listen, if you don't have none, we usually when we do shoot houses again, we go all out. Like there's soaps in the bathroom, all of the bathrooms. Like listen, go.
Yeah,
I'm sure when the girls got some baby oil, some lotion.
Right.
Go ahead.
I expect to take 6 to 8 showers a fucking day.
Yo, I had to use different products because of how many showers you have to take at a shoot house. Like, so my skin doesn't dry up and crack and look
I
crazy.
get it.
That, like,
yeah, I get it. Yeah, you come out, you be like, God damn, another one. All right, hey, I'll be back, y'all. Like, and then have you ever noticed too? We all know who's not taking showers enough, right? Where you kind of side eyeing them and be like,
listen, you know what?
There's always one. There's always one.
I'm not a side eye. I can't. My mama always told me the look is on my face.
It's on my face. It's 100% on my face.
I'm the auntie that's gonna pull you to the side. I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody looking. Come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you. Go ahead upstairs while everybody eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put your plate in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah. Take care of yourself. 100%.
Right.
Oh, I'm looking. I'm like, and this is how my face be too. Like,
I smell it. I know you smell it. Like,
how you don't smell yourself? Have you ever walked by someone and be like, hold up, is that me? Like, what the fuck?
Right, because it's so close. It's like, is that somebody really here? Like,
yeah, is that, hold up. You start smelling weird spots on you too. Like, hold up, Seth. Let me smell the back of my neck. Make sure it.
Right. Not good. Like, like for real. Yes.
Yeah. You like the fuck? Listen, your funk is up in the air now. Like, you need to go take care of that. Yeah. What about you, Queen? Like, what's the how do you navigate the complexities of consent and safe sex on set?
Really disgusting hard nose, turn ons, turn offs, boundaries, things that they might be interested in exploring if it goes a certain direction, because I'm more about energy and vibes. So if a scene goes a certain direction, I'm okay with it as long as we had a plan in place beforehand. If I
Okay.
haven't already consented, it's a no, and the same goes for the other party. 2257s are always in place before we shoot, making sure that the consent is on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as safe sex goes, there's always a safe word if it's going to be something that involves BDSM or kink of really any sort. There's signs and signals in place already. And then testing.
Listen, I am a person who naturally over explains. Like how y'all got the call sheet. It was an in depth one. I send call sheets to everybody. Vanilla clients, porn clients, what up, call sheets. And I'm going to ask you a question. What I find crazy is for some reason with this new school of people, if you ask them too many questions, they get annoyed. And it's like, listen, we're about to share our bodies. I'm asking you questions so I know how to navigate if something was to trigger you or, you know, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm asking you stuff so this scene can flow well. I'm not doing something just in the spur of the moment. Like, I've had women that we didn't ask where the pop shot was going to be. And then after the scene, they were like, oh, well, you could have popped in my mouth. And I'm like, but we didn't discuss it. I didn't know. And I'm just not going to ask you for it because then that's a whole nother thing now that people want to bring up. Like, oh, he tried to push my boundaries and ask me. And it's like, no.
1 sec.
I need to know so I'm not crossing boundaries. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have to ask you these questions to A, put it in the call sheet, and B, make sure that what we've discussed, I'm adhering to that and doing what is comfortable for you. Mm-hmm. Even vanilla models, as soon as I say, what's your limits, for them, that's a red flag. And I'm like, no, I'm just asking you what you're comfortable with shooting.
Right. So we don't have a problem.
Right.
It is so weird, especially being, unfortunately, a male in this industry to navigate nowadays because you just don't know anything. You're like, I'm at the whims of whatever y'all, you know what I mean? Like, hey, can we shoot? Yeah, what you want to shoot? I've had where I sent out my, and has all the details, right? Everything on there. This is who I am, who I've worked with, what we're shooting, links, whole nine. So what are we shooting again?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Have a good day. Because if you can't even read this, we're good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I have to start being a dickhead like that. Like, if you can't get past step 8, I'm not even risking it. Because for the most part, I shoot at my home. So if you can't even do what you need to do, like, I'm not bringing you in here. Thousands of dollars of equipment in here. What I look like.
That part.
Hey, can I bring an escort? Yeah, you can bring them. But they have to be outside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just, why you want, another fucking reasons I dislike these fucking husbands. Why the fuck you need to be in the corner while we shoot?
Trying to get their little cuckold fantasy off.
And if so, I'm cool with that. Pay me my fee.
Exactly. That's the part they be trying to avoid. The pay me my fee part.
Pay me my fee. Right.
It's a private session if you're not in the scene.
Right. And then
if you want to pay a voyeur fee, then we can discuss it.
And then I hate that some people using, well, it's my safety. No one said you couldn't bring an escort. They just can't be sitting in the goddamn corner jerking their dick off. Like, the fuck?
That part.
I never said no to an escort. Let me shake his hand. Hey, come back in an hour and 15 minutes. We'll be wrapped up. Or she could text you when we're done. You know where I'm at.
Here, have a seat in the living room. We'll be back here shooting.
Oh, nah. I don't even want that. Wait in the car.
That's too risky. Right.
Because,
I need a locked door between us.
And I'm gonna tell you a reason why, right? Because people like to say, well, mainstream, right? And then come to indie producers and try to play this fuck shit. You're not going to be on the Brazzer set and not working on that set. You're not going to be on the Team Skeet shoot, sitting in the goddamn corner, and you're not working for Team Skeet. You're not doing it. So don't bring that fuck shit over here where you feel like because I'm a smaller entity, now you have more leeway to do what the fuck you want to do.
No.
Yeah, they're not doing it. They would tell you and your missus, y'all have a great day. We can find somebody else.
That part. Within 30 minutes. That part. That part.
Yeah, like we're not doing it, so don't do it over here. Okay, what's the most memorable or enjoyable scene you ever filmed? Besides the train shit. I know y'all already said that and y'all both lit up. So something besides that.
The all girl orgy.
Okay.
That was fun. That was memorable. It was a great time. Great time.
What made it so great?
First of all, it came out beautifully for one.
Okay.
Two, it was just fun to do. It was one of my first group things, period. So to have an all girl orgy that looked like that, it came out good all the way around the board. It was fun to do. I had fun with everybody that was there, and it came out great. Like, what more could you ask for? Like, it was dope.
Okay. Kween?
Mine would be along the same lines, but it was an all-female mutual masturbation scene.
You got my attention.
I'm actually developing into a series. I'm just trying to get the second episode recorded and at least partially edited so that I have a trailer for it before I release the first one. So
I like that. So I'm gonna tell you for real, I hate shooting girl. Most girl scenes, boring as shit.
Sorry, let me put my dog out.
No, you're fine. Most girl shit, boring. I think that's where I go with filth. I need some nasty, filthy girl scenes for me to be like, and show me more. I had filmed so much girl scenes that I fell asleep on filming it. Filming it, I'm like, listen, I'm going to just place the camera here. I'm going to just leave because this shit's boring. And I try to, when I'm filming, I try to stay in a professional realm, right? If my dick don't twitch, shit's boring. It needs to do one of these shits, and then I'm like, okay, we struck gold. All right. If my shit's
I'm crying.
a lip noodle, and this is y'all giving it your all, someone needs to tap y'all on the shoulder and tell you no. Go back to the drawing board. People know. People that really know me know. I will say it. I will give my disclaimer if I'm shooting a girl scene. If the shit's boring, I'm turning my camera off.
No, I think the last small girls scene I did, I think with Shanice Love and Raquel Love, and we had all the guys in the background. First of all, we had to cut them out of certain parts because they were hooting and hollering in the background.
Oh, that's good though. Y'all should have left them in because that adds a different element to the scene entirely.
It's a version of that. Yes,
yeah, okay.
Version of that. But yeah, it was. Yeah, that was fun. That was funny.
Yeah,
that was
most girl scenes are boring. So all girl orgy, I could fucks with that. I saw one. It was a all girl bukkake. So it had one girl and then it had multiple other girls, and all the other girls squirted on her. That shit was pretty hot.
Okay.
Yeah,
A plus for originality.
Yeah. That's why I watched it. I was like, okay. Because you don't see it a lot. So it was like, all right. I had one. I said the one chick was a bona fide lesbian, right? She said, hey, this is what I am. I'm like, bet. She was like, I want to shoot with these girls. I'm like, cool. Hey, just so you know, you could do whatever the fuck you want to them. And they love it. Right? I think it's about to go down. Because I know the other females she wants to shoot with, and they bout that life. Right? Man, she went in there and started licking nipples and shit, trying to be romantic and all that. I'm looking at the girl, the other girl. She's looking at me, rolling her eyes.
Nah. That's nah.
When you have bona fide freaks and you don't use them as it's a waste.
Right.
Chick, right. You could have brought your girlfriend in and I could have filmed this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many times have you had a cameraman or someone that knows the people and be like, listen, hey, no holds barred. You can go the fuck in. And then they don't go in, you're like, why didn't I tell you this? Yeah.
Like, so disappointed. Like, oh my God.
Because it would have been gold. If this is what you already like to do, listen. And when I say, I'm going to tell you how nasty they are, right? I remember I was drinking beer and my bladder got full. And I was like, yo, go in the shower? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, bet. Hey, call the homies. Hey, y'all bladder full? Like, what's up? We had a piss gangbang. Like, it was so lit. Could do whatever. And she fumbled the ball.
Damn.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know.
I understand. I'm sorry.
So my most memorable scene. It was we were supposed to shoot at 4. We ended up shooting till 9. I've been ready since 4 to shoot.
Right.
The other dude been ready since 4 to shoot. She was not ready at 4 to shoot. I done shot 2 other scenes in between this. So the concept or the premise of the scene, I'm the dad. I come home, find my son fucking my wife. Right? Cool. So I bust through the door because I'm low-key, I'm pissed. I hate people wasting my time. Like, I just don't like it. So I bust through the door and I say my line, and it was so funny. The people listening started laughing, And the dude starts laughing, which makes me laugh, right? So we gotta run it again because we got all this goddamn laughter in the background. So I come back in, do it again, and mind you, I'm very much on consent. If I ask you, what can I do? And you say, whatever, I'm gonna ask you again.
Are you sure?
And you say it again, I'm running with it, right? Cool. So we're getting a blowjob, whatever. And I turn to her, I'm like, son, choke her. So he chokes her. I'm like, choke her harder. He chokes her harder. Like, choke that bitch. So he chokes her. Mind you, he's never done nothing like this before, right? Like, this is his first time. Like, he's out of his element as well.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So he's looking at me for cues and I'm telling him what to do. So I start fucking her and I'm almost done. Like, it's one of those things like, I got shit to do. I'm about to pop, be out. So as I'm about to come, I'm going to cream pie her, right? But I dig deep in my soul and I bring up all that I could bring up. And then I spit on her face and come at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
She said whatever, right?
She said whatever.
That's your bad.
And when I did, I rolled over and laughed so goddamn hard because it startled her. I came. Like, I was like, oh shit! Like, instantly. And then I laughed.
I can't. I was been crying laughing.
Yo, so me and the dude, to this day, y'all will know who he is because he'd be like, what up, Pops? I'm like, what up, son? Because that's just our thing now, right? I rolled off the bed crying. He's crying and he's trying to wipe her off because he got to go back inside and I done cream pied the shit out of her.
Oh my goodness.
So he's like cleaning her off and she's wiping her face. She's just like lashes are going like, yes.
Oh wow.
One of my most memorable scenes.
Oh my, that is memorable. I can see that.
One of my most memorable scenes. That was dope.
I can see that.
I'm gonna skip over that next question. How do you stay connected with your fans or engage with your audience?
I talk to them.
Okay.
I talk to them. I go live, on certain platforms, and I try to make it a little bit, just a tad bit more intimate for them,
Okay.
Not too crazy, y'all need to know where I live and all that crazy shit, but
yeah.
But yeah, just say hey sometimes, thank you, all that good stuff.
What about you, Queen?
So fans and followers, I engage with them on different platforms. On social media, I won't engage with them in my DMs unless it's like a paid subscriber. If you're an actual supporter or buyer, then of course I'll engage in conversation with you.
So for me, I remember my first year in, kind of what you said, Nisha, where like when people recognize you, be like, little old me. First year in at Jersey, people like, oh my God, you're Hektek. I'm like, yeah. And then like, I love your stuff. And I'm like, and I'm terrible. When I tell you, I'm very poised. You see me, you know what I mean? Like I move, right? When I tell you I was fucking terrified. Terrified. And I remember going back to my peoples and I'm like, yo, how to deal with this? And then they're like, you just get used to it. You right? So I remember after that, I had an incident where I was a fan of someone and she kind of shunned me. And I was like, you would never have to worry about me ever again in life, right? And I vowed at that point never to treat my fans any type of way. Like, I'm not shitting on you. You never see me online shitting on fans. You never hear me, you know what I mean? If anything, I used to tell fans when I went to conventions a lot, I don't give a fuck who you see me talking to. If you see me, stop by and say hi. I was like, I might not remember you, but I will take the time to at least acknowledge you, right? Because without fans, whether they subscribe, don't subscribe, whatever the fuck, right? Because we really don't know who be subscribing and don't subscribe, right? Without them, our shit don't get pushed. Our content don't get out there. No one's looking for it. And I hate when I see people on social media like talking to their fans like they're lesser than. Now, I do understand if you're Dom and they're your subs, whatever the fuck, right? I get some fans want that mean girl treatment, cool, whatever. But all of us aren't that. I remember I went to a convention. One of the models dropped her purse. Mm-hmm. So I was reaching out to go pick it up. So she ended up beating me picking it up. And she's like, I was like, oh, I was going to get that for you. This shit still pisses me off. She drops it again for me to pick it up. And I remember looking her in the face. And I wanted to say, I'm not one of your subs. I was doing something as a gentleman.
Right.
Not because I even give a fuck who you are. If I saw anybody drop their purse, hey, ma'am, hey, your purse, whatever, right? Some of us need to get out of our heads that we are bigger than what we are. Because let's face it, with the influx of people in this industry, once we stop doing what we do, they will forget about us.
Yep. With the quickness.
They will forget about us. So some people go in and be like, oh, I'm da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, unless you're taking this porn money or whatever and you're flipping it into some other legitimate shit that's going to have a long-lasting impression, shit don't fucking matter. And being a shitty person,
yep,
just because you feel you're in this position, trust me, I've seen the highest crumble.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
So, tired of being on my soapbox with y'all. But, oh, this is a really great one. I'll ask you first, Queen. What's one thing you wish you knew before entering the industry?
Honestly, I can't say that there is anything that I wish I knew before. I had to learn the lessons that I had to learn along the way in order to get to where I am to be ready for the next chapter. So okay. I had to learn it firsthand and to see it myself in order to really truly understand and accept and use that knowledge to move forward.
Okay. Nisha?
Everything.
I wish I'd had the advice. Just
Everything.
don't do it.
Everything. Listen, I learned so many listen, I was blessed to early on in my career to be around some great people. So, I learned a lot of good stuff before I learned a lot of bad stuff.
Okay.
So, I definitely give thanks to them people, who kind of, especially Marley, like, hey, don't do that. That's not a good idea. To pull my coattail. But yeah, I've learned some great lessons in this industry. But I wish literally everything that I know now, I wish I knew then. Everything.
Okay. And I've said this on other episodes of mine. One thing that I wish I knew before getting this goddamn industry, being a photographer, videographer, once you pull your dick out,
It's no turning back.
Well, not even so much that. Count that money and lost. Because once you pull your dick out, most of these females be like, oh, I could just give you some pussy and you'd be all right. I think I would have never been on the other side of the camera for real, for real. I'm appreciative of it, right? I'm happy to get to know the people that I've met along the way. Almost like what you say, Queen. Like you had to go through what you had to go through to get to where you need to get to, and then that's how you know your lessons. But knowing what I know now, going back, listen. Oh, and I wouldn't have did as much free photo shoots ever. Because we often think, right, like working with big name people or whatever the case may be is going to put us in a position to win. And to be honest with you, in the last couple of months, put out some fire photos, right? Fire. I've been getting more impressions, more likes, more retweets, more whatever, shooting men. Clothed men. And the reason is men will push other men more than women would push a man, in a sense. Like as far as sharing work, I've had people flat out put my shit out. No credit. Luckily, I know.
Disrespectful. I hate that.
Luckily, I know how I shoot. I know my, you know what I mean? You know, like your signatures. Like I know what my signatures are. And I've had people be like, yo, in the comments, yo, who shot that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and not even to brag, not even to cap, not even to say I got it. One of my cameras, I got 5. One of my cameras is $4,000.
It is not cheap to hone your craft. It is not cheap to invest in yourself. It is not.
Right. So when you do something because you think, hey, this is going to get me to where I need to get to, and it doesn't, in a sense, can be disheartening.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So yeah, going back, that's one thing I would have changed. I would have not shot as much people for free just because I'm like, oh, you're cool. And I get it. I needed to practice when I was doing it, right? I needed to get my craft honed in. And I remember something Marley told me. This was like 2-3 years ago. And I remember me and Marley was sitting at the table. We were in Miami. And we were around a bunch of other people. And I remember I said something like, yeah, I need to really start like charging X, Y, and Z to do videos. And she's like, Tech, for real, for real? you should have been charging 2 years ago. She's like, your shit's been fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, she's right. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Yep.
So yeah, that's one thing I would have changed. I would have just been behind the camera. Hey, pay me my ducats. Let me pack up and I'm out of here. Oh, you want to do what? I'm good. I don't need no blowjob. Oh, you're puss? Nah, I'm good. I'm okay. Deuces.
Right. Right.
Marley can tell you how many times we shoot. Hey, Marley, we got everything? She's like, yep. I'll catch it. Yeah. Like, yo. All right. So this is going to be the last one. Then we're going to get the fuck up out of here. Oh. This might be a good one. Okay. Have you ever had to deal with a personal relationship or drama spilling over into your professional life?
Several times. Several times. When people get into relationships, and again, I'm the cool auntie, you know what I'm saying? So I be people from both sides, and oh, she, and listen. Please do not bring that to the shoe house. Please, please do not bring that to XBiz. Please do not. Please, we have X, Y, and Z to do. Mm-hmm. Like, please, can you be cordial? Please don't drink. Like, can you be? Are you sure you're good? Like, it's aggravating.
Yeah,
it's aggravating. I don't like it.
What about you, Queen?
Repeat the question again. Sorry.
Have you ever had to deal with a personal relationship or drama spilling over into your professional life?
Yeah. So,
I know that laugh when someone's like, ha ha.
Yeah, I just told you I got rid of him after 8 months. Like, on every road trip to every event, and yeah, just sucking off me the whole fucking way. But yeah. So content partner, sometimes videographer, sometimes, and now it's just gone. So yeah, it went from business to business and personal to fuck you. You do not fuck with me like I fuck with you. I'm good. I'm way fucking good.
Nah, I get that. I don't think I could answer this. The only reason I feel like I can't answer this is because, like I said, most people don't know who I've dated in the industry. Like, I'll tell a story though. I've been to a content house with an ex of mine. Didn't say one fucking word to her the whole time I was there. Not one. Because no bad blood now, but at that time it was like we broken up over some like communication issues. Not mine, but hers. And I felt like time went too long for us to talk. So don't talk to me here. Like, you had all this time that we could have talked. Not here. And I remember someone coming and asking me to shoot a scene with her in it. And I remember her being around the corner, like, I guess she felt like I wasn't going to do it, right? And I was like, who's in the scene? And the girl's like, me, her, and some other dude, and like 2 other dudes. And I'm like, did y'all pick a room? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'll be up there in 15. Went up there. She's trying to ask me questions. I'm ducking her. Oh, so what you want to do? That's what, okay. Set this up. Boom, boom, boom. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do the intro with the woo. Shot the whole shit. Fire scene, by the way, right? Fire. I shot it. Fire. Oh, we done? Cool. Wrapped up. Went back downstairs. Did my transfer. Into that.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way,
Most women would have caused several scenes. Like,
oh, by the way, I'm a Virgo. So if I don't fuck with you,
oh my gosh.
I don't fuck with you.
My right hand is a Virgo.
Capricorn. Same.
That's my evil twin. Virgo's my evil twin.
If I don't fuck with you, I'm cool. I'm cool on. You could be burning all I give a fuck.
Yeah, that part.
And hold up.
Virgo
And so,
I'm a Capricorn, but yeah, same shit. I'm loyal to death until you burn me. You burn me and deuces, bitch. We're good.
hold up. And you burning, and someone be like, hey, Tech, someone burning. Oh, is someone burning?
I don't smell nothing.
Right.
Right. Have a sip of your water. Like, is someone burning? Oh.
Right. 100%. You could be in the group of people that I'm talking to. I will talk to everybody in that group, but you.
Oh yeah, and that just happened to me at the Southern Pleasure Expo in Dallas. Somebody that I had fucked with hella hard and been there, like everything that they needed, dropped, ran for it. I mean, it was a pretty intense relationship actually. Got to a point where I don't fuck with you no more. He started trying to talk to me and I just turned and walked away. Like, you no longer fucking exist for me. I'm done.
I am that way. So with that, we're going to end this show. So Queen, go ahead. Tell the people where they can find you, what you do, what you got going on going into 2025, because we are going into the new year. Actually, when this releases, we be in the new year, I think. Yeah, we will be in the new year. This will be the first episode of the new year. Yay us! Yay!
So I am Queen Bunny B, Kween, and then Bunny B. I am on Twitter more than anywhere else, and Twitter has like all my links and shit all over it. Also on Linktree, which you can find on my Twitter, which is bunnyb_HTX. I have content across several different platforms, from OnlyFans, ManyVids, Loyal Fans, Fansly. I'm working on Just for Fans. Fan Centro just came up. I have others that are open, and I'm working on uploading content. I'm a little irritated with a couple of them at the moment, so they may not see content for some time.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I'm all over the place. Find me on Twitter, bunnyb_HTX.
All right. Nisha?
I'm everywhere. You could just Google me, Nisha Swallowz. You can find my link tree. It'll have all my websites. I'm on everything from OnlyFans to TikTok, Lemonade. Come see me.
I try not to sound pretentious, right? But I do be using that Google me shit too. I'll be like, just Google me. Like, it's so easy.
I
Like,
hadn't even thought about that. I actually did that the other night.
Oh, you Googled me?
Yeah, on my own. Yeah, for myself.
Yeah.
I was like, huh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, gotta look at yourself very well.
I do tell people my dick is Googleable.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I am your host, Hektek from Hektek Desires. As you could tell, videographer, photographer, all of the above. I am switching gears going into 2025. Got some great projects coming out. Actually, it's going to change my YouTube probably at the beginning of the new year. I'm going through some names now. I'm trying to make myself not necessarily a person, but more of a network, if that makes sense. So I'm looking at a grander scheme of things. I'm going to definitely be keeping people updated on that. Whatever by Hektek will be on that network. Also, some of my photography adventures that I'm going to be filming and doing in 2025. Trips, stuff of that. I'm going to try to get more into the content creation of that. Also, planning on making some short films and some movies and some shit, you know? Like, without all the fucking and sucking. Like, some actual shit. So stay tuned to that. Because, like I said, porn is boring to me right now. So I got to do new stuff to keep myself entertained. I'm also probably going to start breeding snakes, too. I don't know why. I'm just bored. I like to do multiple things. So, yeah, that's where I'm at life with it all right now. So you can find me on Linktree. That's the easiest. You could go Linktree at Hektek Desires or Linktree at whatever by Hektek. Like as some other people have said, you can find me on all different multiple platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the same names. Like, I'm easy to find. I'm not hiding anywhere. I'm easy to find. And with that, I will say my little saying that I've been doing for season 2. Keep those close that are close to you. Keep those loyal that are loyal to you. And just don't do anything that you just don't want to do. And with that, we are out.